Okay, guys, so let's talk about the violence that goes on with these celebrities that have these cults that happen when they become a huge artist in America and on the planet. They start to get these cults that rise up and becomes a part of their affiliation with celebrities. You have Nicki Minaj and her Barbs, you have Beyonce and the Beehive, you have Cardi B and the Bardi Gang, you have Megan Thee Stallion with the Stallionaires and Hot Girl Hotties. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. Well, when do you notice when these affiliations of these cults that's in these celebrities, when do these celebrities say, you know what, my cult or my team or the groups of my supporters cannot unleash violence, uncontrollable rage, and execute people that are not of the kind of people that I want in my circle? When do they take a stand and stop these people from unleashing violence and executions in these cults and gangs? Recently, Akbar has been in a fatal situation, an almost fatal situation, where her daughter is fighting for her life because of the fact that the Bardi gang took matters into their own hands and attacked her. Her coming from school. I don't know where they found her at, but they found RBV's daughter and they physically injured her to a point where now she's in ICU fighting for her life. When do these cults that they call supporters of these celebrities, when do they take a stand and they stop the violence in their cults, in their affiliation with these celebrities? These are violent cultivators of death. These are quintessence of evil. These are people that say that karma determined her fate. These are people that say the universe determined whether or not Akbar V is able to deal with the pain of her child and her child suffering ICU because of the Bardi gang. Because of the fact that Akbar V and Cardi B had words last year and they exchanged a verbal dispute online, which should have been taken over by the FBI, I feel, investigated by them. But it seemed like, with the Twitter beef with her and Cardi B, it stayed online as a verbal dispute, and that's where it stayed. So recently, Akbar V took her opinion and she made some type of, statements and comments about the affiliation and the infidelity of Offset's and Cardi B's marriage. The Bardi gang took that as disrespect, and they took matters in their own hands and unleashed uncontrollable rage and violence and physically harmed and injured her daughter in Atlanta, Georgia. Now, you have to question about these affiliations with these celebrities. What is it about these celebrities that these people feel like they can be violent and, unleash uncontrollable rage and executions and torment to other people's kids? How does that work? How do you want to be a celebrity that allows these cults and these supporters of yours to harm other individuals of a verbal dispute that happens online? How does that work? Or why do people feel like they can get away with doing things like that? Should be a federal charge against that these cults need to be investigated when they are causing harm to other people's children online and physically see them outside and they want to end this person's life. Her daughter has nothing to do with the Bardi gang, and she has nothing to do with Akbar V and Cardi B's verbal dispute that happened, online, and her making her own statements about the infidelity of Offset's marriage with Cardi B. I start to understand that these cults have a murdering spirit. They walk under Satan's, Lucifer's, damnation of commands. Okay? These are the same ones that say this is the universe determining the fate. No, this is Satan, this is Lucifer, this is demonic, this is evil. Okay? This is what they feel like they are able to justify and rationalize why her daughter is in ICU. See, this is the sociopath criminal mind of a psychopath that feels like Akbar V, deserves to have her daughter in ICU because of her having a statement or opinion about the infidelity of Offset and Cardi B. They really feel this is justified and righteous. So you have to understand the murderous spirits of these people and the mentality that they have is nothing but evil, demonic, devilish, and wickedness on their heart, because war is in their heart. When I say war and the murdering, they work with war in their heart. They have a murderous spirit as well. A murderous spirit to harm, injure, execute the victim. And then the victim gets victimized as she's fighting for her life in ICU. People feel this is glorification. They take pride and joy in this type of violent and murdering spirit behavior. You have to watch your circle and who is saying the things that they're saying. Understand, these are not good people. These people take pride in having their riches and their, love of greed on earth. They're okay with that. They want to have it now. They don't understand that every time you do something evil, God writes inside of it. He has people, angels, that's writing in the book. So when it's time for you to be judged, they don't forget you. They didn't forget a phase. They didn't forget what you did. But they're okay with accepting position in hell. They're okay with that. They're willing to live in this cult, hide in this cult, and live in underworld of this cult, and continue to unleash uncontrollable violence and rage, and even executions if they have to. See, when do these celebrities take the time and address their cults and the violent people that's a part of their so-called supporters? This is the circle that these people are running with. Heavy gang activity that goes on in these cults. All right? They take pride in attacking other, so-called ops that doesn't agree with the lifestyle of what the other opponent is living. So now, her daughter, they claim she had to pay the price. Pay the price of what? Of being, executed fighting for her life. She's in high. She has her whole life ahead of her. And you decide to chase her down and try to bring her down to the grave. Is that okay to walk around with a murdering spirit? The mentality of the sociopath. And then they want to hide because now the FBI has to come in and investigate the Bardi gang. See, I don't agree with things like that. I understand people have verbal disputes, but when it comes down to taking somebody's life or threatening to end that person's life, we have to understand and take a step back and wait a minute. Who is a sociopath online, or this person that's chasing down her child in the public, and they want to take her soul and take her down to the ground? Or why do you feel like it was okay to make that decision to try to end this young lady's life? She's in high school. She has nothing to do with what her mother's actions. So you take action and you physically harm her to a point where she's in ICU trying to, see the day of light again. Really? It's not cool, man. That someone's child had to suffer for a mother and another celebrity's affiliation of them having a verbal dispute online. When they already had came to understanding that they will never get along, they'll never be in the same room together, and they do have an online beef, but it didn't go further than that. The online beef stayed where it was at on the online beef, but now we are seeing that these cults that are running in gangs, that they say, well, I'm the Bardi gang, and I'm Barbs, I am the Beehive, I am the Stallionaire, I am the Hot Girl Hottie. All of these cults that are rising up, out of nowhere, when these celebrities start to begin to see the light and they start their stardom, they start to affiliate with all kind of people that they don't even know who you are. They don't know who you are. You think the celebrities are going to come to your defense when you're in front of the judge and you're getting your sentence in jail? They're never going to come to your court date, ever. And you're up here doing evil, devilish work for Satan. And that's who you're working for. These celebrities are not going to bail you out of jail. They're going to be like, who is that? They never knew you even existed. So you think in another child's life, you think you're going to be justified and rationalized for your decision that you made? And you think that celebrity, Bardi gang or Cardi is going to come to your court date and she's going to bail you out and save you? Absolutely not. First of all, she didn't even know you existed. She never gave you the command to do that. So we send our healing angels to Akbar V's daughter and Akbar V, and we hope that she recovers and she's able to live a normal life after that. We hope that she's not harmed and she's not paralyzed from the brutal beating that she received from the Bardi gang. Keep coming back, more to be revealed.